We will look at 4 outcomes for the Europa League, with the matches traditionally taking place on Thursday after the Champions League. There are some interesting events, and I have picked, in my opinion, very reliable options for you. 4 matches, and by the way, we'll also take some of them live in Telegram. You know that we bet on yellow cards, we bet on corners. At halftime, this can be especially interesting when there are certain stats. You see them before the game starts, and then you watch how they play out once the game is underway after the first half. Let's go. Fenerbahce versus Nottingham Forest. This is the match we'll most likely take for corners live after the first half. I have some questions about Nottingham, but here, within the context of this video prediction, I see that Nottingham could score. Honestly, this is a team you can expect anything from, and I probably wouldn't risk making any specific bets on them, whether it's a win or over 1.5 total goals. But in my opinion, they're offering a nice good odds for over 1 goal, the individual total over 1 for Nottingham Forest at odds of 1.78. The next match is PAOK versus Celta. That's certainly another interesting event, without a doubt. And here we have some interesting totals being offered for intervals, and at very good odds, 1.9. Neither team has managed to surpass their average total, but I think now they're capable of waking up, they're capable of doing it. Initially, I was thinking of taking over 1 goal exactly in the first half as an option. I like that one. We might also go for the first half in Telegram, and you know that we stream live there regularly. We'll also have an accumulator for the Europa League. You can find all of this, and of course, it's all free for you. We've been working and keeping statistics for several years now. There will be all the links in the comments. You will know perfectly well where it is. I think the interval can be taken. In fact, for this match, you can take the interval for 1 and 9, namely a goal from the 1st to the 30th minute, yes, for 1 and 9. Brann, Bologna. Bologna are the favorites here. Well, they are the favorites, actually. Now, I wouldn't say they score brilliantly, and like many teams in Italy who average 1 goal every 453 games, Bologna is no exception. No, they have nothing to boast about in terms of scoring, but in fact, compared to Brann, the team is still, of course, the favorite. And taking the individual total for the whole game, for example, over 1 at the given odds is not very, I would say, interesting. But taking Bologna to score in the first half for a rather nice, let me tell you, odds, it's 1.82. First half, individual total for the second team, Bologna, over 0.5 at odds of 1.82. Lille versus Crvena Zvezda. Here, I think Zvezda might not score, and it won't be a blowout either. Actually, I wanted to take a risk and bet on under 0.5 for them. Firstly, because they've already scored a lot, and secondly, I wouldn't say Lille concedes much. And yet, the second team does have some moments in terms of total goals, but take a look and pay attention to how many they've scored in their recent games. Of course, like you might say that this is the Europa League, it's a different tournament. You can't judge by their previous, most recent games. In part, that's true, but there is the team's average statistics. Of course, they could suddenly go all out now and score a bunch of goals. There's no arguing that it could happen. But I'll still try. Well, I won't risk betting on under 0.5 for them, but I will take the individual total for the second team, Crvena Zvezda, under exactly 1 goal at odds of 1.59. So these are the events we've got, friends. There will be links in the comments. Follow them to get your bonus and monthly cashback. And on Telegram, we also review a whole list of companies you can work with, reasonable, reliable ones that offer amazing bonuses and cashback, all sorts of cool features, express bet insurance, and so on. So there's a link in the comments, and there are links on Telegram as well. And good luck to us. I hope the Europa League will be successful for us and for you as well. Make an accumulator if you want. I'll go with single bets, and I'll share the results on Telegram. Bye.